for your wars, it's love. Cause we build digital castles in the sky.
Let's reverse the situation here. Let's pretend that Infinite Warfare released its multiplayer and everybody's played it and everybody loved it and everybody hated Battlefield 1. Can you imagine how you would feel if all the Battlefield YouTubers just said, this is the Battlefield killer, just because of the hype? That's how I feel right now. I feel like watching Call of Duty YouTubers go, Battlefield 1's the COD killer, Battlefield 1 best game ever, Battlefield 1 take my money, oh my god. It's such a hype train thing, and it's a hype train mentality. And no one's gonna look at Battlefield 1 like a first-person shooter because of the hype train. So that's what I'm here for. I'm going to talk about Battlefield 1 as a first-person shooter. Not this object of desire, not this thing that we're all just so eager to play, not this new, most anticipated shooter of 2016. No. No. It's a first-person shooter. It's asking for your money. Let's look at it like a game. So no, this video won't be titled, Battlefield's the COD killer, Battlefield 1 best game ever. Battlefield 1 is a game. Okay? And in my personal, let me get my personal feelings out of the way here. I think it's not as good as Hardline. I think honestly Hardline had a more fun experience. When I played its beta, though it was laggy as fuck, I had fun playing it. There was this little part of me that wanted to play it every day of the beta. And that's just, I don't know, that speaks miles on how fun a game needs to be to get people to play it. And Battlefield 1 doesn't deliver fun. In my opinion, this is, okay, as an opinion, Battlefield 1 isn't as fun as Hardline or BF4 or BF3. It just doesn't have that feeling to it. Alright, moving forward, we're not talking about authenticity, consoles, frame rates, we're not talking about anything except for one most important key aspect that everyone wants to ignore. They want to talk about the meta, they want to talk about which weapon's best. No, we're going to talk about gunplay. How does gunplay feel in Battlefield 1? I'm going to answer you really shortly here. Horrible. The gunplay is horrible. I am convinced that DICE makes something, breaks it, fixes it, and then goes, I want to break something again. Battlefield 3, 4, and Hardline felt like, and we're not talking about, you know, time periods of the games or weapon balance, and we're not talking about cops versus robbers versus Russian versus American. We're not talking about that. We're talking about gunplay. And in that context of gunplay, I think 3, 4, and Hardline was a natural progression in how it felt to aim down sight and shoot somebody. The way you kill people in Hardline feels very, very consistent. More consistent and clean than BF4. And BF4 feels more clean and consistent than BF3. Now, some of you guys might disagree with me, and that's totally fine. This is just my opinion and my hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of playtime. My hours of playtime matter quite a bit because as I'm playing a first-person shooter, the only thing I'm thinking of is killing somebody, aiming down sight, shooting somebody. And to be honest, Hardline's hit detection, their time to kill, it's heavily debated. But at least it's consistent, it's clean, and it's intuitive. And I would say the same for BF4. After all their patches, after all their hours and months and years of fixing, Battlefield 4 has a very consistent, you know, shooter be shot feeling. There is something very, very not right about Battlefield 1. It just feels like there's no aim assist, and I play on console, I know. I played BF3 and old Battlefields on the PC, but all my friends are on Xbox One, so I played it there, so my opinion's just as viable. It feels like there's a lack of aim assist. It feels like there's this really weird disconnect between shooting at somebody, and then being hit. It's really weird. It feels like every gun has a really low bullet velocity, a lot of kick, a lot of recoil, a lot of spread. There's just not, it's not intuitive. And yeah, maybe that is a lot of words to say. It's hard to kill people, and it shouldn't be, okay? Battlefield games should not make it hard to kill people, because Battlefield already is hard. It is hard to kill people because of the size of the maps. So, when you're playing on Battlefield 4 and you can use the SAR or the SAR-21, that's a very low recoil assault rifle. You put a muzzle brake and a stubby grip on that, you have a very accurate weapon. But the thing about Battlefield is they have such great ranges, okay? So at a long range, let's say in Battlefield 4, your SAR-21 assault rifle is going to suddenly be harder to kill people because of that distance. So in Battlefield 1, you have guns that are already hard to get kills with because of weird rates of fire, bullet spread, bullet velocity, and then you have that great distance. Nobody was playing as medic. When I was playing, everybody was playing as assault or sniper because they either wanted to rush people with a little SMG or they wanted to sit back and snipe. And sniping is very, very difficult without mil dots. And they obviously want to discourage long-range firefights because they don't even let you zero out your sniper to 500 meters. It's 300, 150, and 75 meters. Those are the things you can adjust your sniper to. And now I haven't used all the snipers because I was playing the beta, but there was something really satisfying about getting a kill, but then I realized it was satisfying for one good reason and one bad reason. One bad reason is that it didn't feel like I should get the kill. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel intuitive. It didn't feel like I had pulled the trigger at the right time. But because of the way the scope gives you very little information, landing the headshot felt satisfying, just like throwing a throwing knife across the map in Call of Duty and getting a kill feels satisfying, okay? It feels like it shouldn't have happened, but heaven to Murgatroyd, it happened, and now you're happy. But the good reason that it felt satisfying is the same reason for every weapon. The way it shows the hit marker and all the noises it makes when you kill somebody, the user interface, the thing that tells you what you're doing is very, very, very good at making you feel like you did something important. I'd give the game 1,000 points for its heads-up display and its notifications, like you ranked up, you were promoted, and all of that. I'd give it a 10 out of 10 if that's all the game was looking at those icons. But unfortunately, there's this little thing called, like I said earlier, gunplay. So, gunplay is consistently worse than the previous Battlefield titles, and that's something that can't be overlooked. I don't care how excited you are for it. I don't care how much money you've saved up for it. Look at it like a product. Look at it like a car that you don't want to break down in the middle of the year. Look at it like an investment. You're investing your time into this game. Look at it like that. When you buy a game, you're gambling. You're gambling with your time. Do you want to put your time into it? Is the final product going to wow you? And that's what these betas are for. These betas are for you to taste test. They're for you to just pick at the little bits of the game and see if you like it, so you buy it at launch. And I know it's a beta, but this far into the launch and this far into the development cycle, nothing's going to change. They're not going to do a big overhaul to gunplay and whatever. And I think it might be like Battlefield 4. When YouTubers and stuff got to play the Battlefield 4 beta, and even when I got to play the Battlefield 4 beta, everyone was like, yeah, this game's going to be awesome. They just need to fix a couple of these things. And then, how long did it take? Like what, 3 years? Almost 3 years. Like 2.5 years for everything to get fixed. And arguably, Battlefield 4 is still suffering from certain issues at launch. We need to get off the hype train, whether it's COD, Titanfall, Doom, Overwatch. We need to look at it objectively. And I'm not one of these logic YouTubers. Everyone's stupid and I'm here to show you what it is. No, it's just a simple request. Before you purchase something with money, before you purchase something as complicated and as time-consuming as a video game, look at it. Look at the damn thing. Okay? Hype train's over. Okay? This is the beta. Look at it. Play it when it comes out on PS4, PC, Xbox One. Play that beta and look at it objectively. Don't go, wow, this game's awesome. Wow, this game's awesome. Wow, this game's awesome. Wow, that's not constructive. Okay? You hurt the gaming industry every time you roll over and go, that's not so bad. Okay? That hurts the gaming industry. Let me give you a good example of how you can benefit the gaming industry. If you're a Call of Duty fan, I want you to go to the feedback forums. I want you to go on Twitter and contact developers and say, Battlefield 1 has a field of view slider on every platform. We want that for Infinite Warfare. Give us a field of view slider for Infinite Warfare. Give us the FOV slider. Do that. That's how you help your games. That's how you do that. You tell them, this game has that, we want it. When Battlefield 4 released a patch that reduced player collision in Battlefield 4, that was a great patch. I still love the fact that I don't get stuck up on teammates as much. You can pass through most of them. Most of their body you can pass through. So, where's the problem in that? Well, Call of Duty never got the hint, and people can still block you in doorways, and teammates can still ruin your day. And even in Battlefield 1, I still can't walk through my teammates. So where the fuck did that go? That's how I look at things. Battlefield did this on this console, you can do it. Okay? They added these, you can add this. And I swear to God, one last little digression here. The YouTubers that opened up all those supply drops and fought for crypto keys for 8 hours a day, I'm looking at you, prestigious key. Fuck you. Okay? We need to stick the biggest, most community-wide middle finger at RNG and first-person shooters. If you pay $60 for a game, it should not try to rip you off like some free-to-play game, okay? Clash Royale, a mobile card fighting game, Clash Royale is better at giving you loot, and it's a free-to-play mobile game. Okay? It's better than Black Ops fucking 3 at giving you random loot. So if it's gonna have random loot, it better shower you in it, but we don't want to give them that much slack. No RNG. Make demands. Make a fucking logical thought and shove it down the developers' throats. I will see you when I see you. And yeah, goodbye. Why do I hate everything? If you stayed till this point in the video, I have a little personal ramble. Why do I hate every game that comes out? Okay, why am I unhappy? Because things are wrong. Because things are wrong and they're not getting fixed. I don't make up that Black Ops 3 has frame rate issues, more lag than the previous CODs, horrible hit detection, and bad weapon balance. I don't make that up. Go play Hardline, Battlefield 4, and then play Battlefield 1. I don't make up the differences in the gunplay. A lot of it's subjective, and I'm sorry if it comes off as fact, like, I think this, so that's how it is. I'm sorry if it comes off like that. That's just my passionate bullshit. But really, look at things for yourself and decide for yourself if it's worth it, and be honest. Because even if you go, haha, I'll get boom, I'll tell him I like it either way. Even if you do that, I don't care if you lie to me. I care if you are lying to yourself as to whether or not you enjoy your video games. Because video games are cool, but they shouldn't be the part of our society that we still lie about and pretend we like and we deal with. They should be something that we have active roles in making sure it's better. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you.